Titty.
Breasts
Yeah.
is.
Tiggle bitties.
Titty is just
Yeah.
one word
Sprinkles.
away from kitty. What?
Was that on stream? Tell me that was on stream.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
I thought I had a few more seconds, but I
Yeah.
didn't.
Nope.
Anyways.
That's, I think, I don't know how many times that's happened to you, Kitty, but
Look, there's a lot of talk about tits behind the scenes, so it's bound to happen.
Tits and food.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Honestly, we should just start a podcast.
Called Tits and Food.
Was that in unison or was that?
Absolutely. Yes, in harmony.
Maybe? I don't know. Anyways, welcome to Chapter 7 of Tales of Faerune, everybody.
It's called Tits and Food. That's what this episode's title is.
Tits and Faerune? No?
Yeah, that's
The Tits
not,
of Faerune.
I'm totally fine with this. Anyways, yes, so welcome back. Rafiki, why don't you give us our usual spiel that we have while my brain is currently rebooting?
Sure. While Kitty is rebooting, let's do our usual affiliation spiel because they do help us here. So yeah, first and foremost, we are Dice affiliated with Die Hard Dice, the home of the friendliest shopkeep in the realm, home of quality polymer and metal dice and various dice accessories. If you do exclamation mark dice in the chat, there's a few things that will pop up. One is a link to the product of the month, and I did think about changing it before the stream, which is this one, but I don't remember the name from the top of my head, so I'm gonna do that. There you go. The Centipede RPG Elysia Changeling with Gold dice set. It's a nice little set, similar to their Avalar, but just with rounded edge. So yeah, if you choose to add that to your
Looks
order.
like tiger's eye.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty cool.
It's beautiful.
Regardless of whether or not you choose to purchase that, we recommend you to use our discount code, which will give you 10% off your entire order at checkout. Or if you're like me and tend to forget to add discount code, just use our affiliate link below and it will do the same. We are also affiliated with 8 Point Press, exclamation mark HPP in the chat. They make TTRPG reference card, books and accessories, and things like Griffin Saddleback, Umblewood, Sinona, all sorts of cool things. If you do choose to buy from them, one of those awesome things, use our affiliate code. It doesn't come in and help the show. And finally, we are also affiliated with 1985 Games. You can do, thank you, Fair, exclamation mark 1985 in the chat. It will give you a few things. One is our affiliate link, and the other one is going to be the discount code, which is GRC10 as well. That give you a 10% off your entire order at checkout. And as Fair did in the chat, if you do exclamation mark VHS, they still have their Kickstarter ongoing, I think for another 13 days, 13 days, for some beautiful
I think
VHS inspired
11
dice.
now.
11 now, right? I don't know what is time anymore. But yeah, go check it out. Back it if you would like to before the end of the Kickstarter. Those dice are absolutely gorgeous. So yeah. And also, because I do believe that the MS Society did extend the Marshu and MS up to April, well, that bar is still up there for us as well. Because every dollar count, we're currently at 145. Thank you for everybody that donated. And if we make it to $200, we're gonna give away a deck of stories from 1985 games. So yeah, dollar count, and a lot of information could be found about what the MS Society does on their website, and what is MS itself. So yeah, MS sucks. That's why we do fundraising like that.
Oh yeah, it does. Kelly, you're
I
muted.
feel like I should be saying something,
Yeah.
but my brain is approximately a hamster in a wheel tonight.
You're not the only one.
Yeah.
So mine is a cat.
So-
Fun catnip.
yeah.
So it's
But-
gonna
but
go
yes,
great
they
tonight.
have extended.
Oh,
They're going to leave the fundraiser open
Yeah.
until the end of April for Stream to End MS. We were able to raise over $50,000 so
Mhm.
far in March, and why not make it more?
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure
I mean,
by the end of
every
April we
little
can
bit
double that,
counts.
right?
I mean, it's possible. I've seen even bigger things happen. So
Yeah.
Just remember, if you can only donate $1, if we can get 100 people to donate just $1, that's $100 right there.
There you go.
So spread the word.
Spread the word. Share the
If you
link
can
with your
donate a
friend.
little bit more, that's even better.
Yeah. Share on social and all that. You know, somebody out there may have more money and be willing to donate more. So, the more visibility, the better it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's all for me.
So now for the introductions for anybody who's just joining us. If you haven't watched any of the others, I'm Kitty, your lovely chaotic GM, who basically is pulling 50% of the story out of my butt. So Kelly, since we were talking earlier, why don't you introduce yourself?
Were we?
Introduction, son.
Oh yeah. Hi, I'm Kelly. My pronouns are she, her. I play Sunny, whose pronouns are also she, her. And I am your resident barbarian who is mostly fueled by pastries and spite.
Okay, Rafiki, you're up.
Hi, I'm Frank, aka Rafiki. I'm playing Atos, the big Leonin paladin, legally 3/4 cover, and our pronouns are he, him, so.
Okay, Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. Tonight I'll be playing Princess Nouvelle Duskbane, your arcane trickster rogue, and our pronouns are she, her.
Okay, next up is Juice.
Hello, I am Juice, no pronouns, just Juice, and I'll be playing Ocasio, our Harengon Ranger, whose pronouns are he, him.
Trieste.
Hello, I'm Trieste, also known as Blaze of Gloriosa, and I will be playing Rostri, our human cleric, whose pronouns are any, and my pronouns are she, her.
And last but not least, Witchy.
Hi, I'm Witchy. I'm playing Janella Birch, a level 5 warlock. Both our pronouns are she, her, and she got a case of the vapors, which is always fun. But
I mean, for those who want to actually know what happened, it's let's see if I can actually pronounce it. Vasovagal syncope. Look it up. It's really. Thank you. I knew somebody would understand. It's actually a really interesting kind of fainting spell. I kind of want to make
common.
this. Yeah, oddly enough, it is actually quite common. And one of the things that happens is that your blood pressure, your heart rate suddenly drop. And unfortunately, if you're one that sees somebody that happen, you might not think they're breathing for a few minutes. It's scary, but just wait, give a few seconds just to see if they come back. So just wanted to have that knowledge thrown out because some people don't know that. And it's really scary when you don't know. So today you learned something new. So anyways, let's get back into the game. Let's see. Last week we got to meet our darling Sunnies werebear family and get a little bit understanding of like kind of how the city works. That even though it's like so shocking how diverse and seemingly okay it is, there are still problems like any other city. And so, talking to Uncle Aaron, you guys got a little bit more information about what's going on, some little hints here and there, as well as learning that he actually does know a little bit about Wonderland. Though, how? Didn't really ask that question yet. So, as you guys were conversing, trying to figure out ways how to find the fairy godmother in this very large expanse of a city, uh, suddenly, Janella felt a tug, a snap, and a crack. And due to the shock, passed out. And that is where we start our story tonight. Both Ocasio and Sunny, you both are starting to wake up, and you're coming out, hearing the "oh shit," "oh god," like kind of like shock of suddenly people seeing one of your own pass out, and I'm just gonna say she just flops over, not face plants, because been there, done that. And
No, I think we caught her.
Yeah.
Ross
Yeah, they
and
caught me.
That's right. You
got
guys
her.
were able to catch her. That's right, with aid. So yeah, you guys were able to catch her before she caused any damage to herself with the fall. Even though she's short, it's still a fall and it hurts.
I'm like using mage hand to like fan her. Like she's like her head in my lap, and I'm using a mage hand to fan her.
That's awesome.
Sunny,
Yeah.
Sunny just kind of touches her with the tip of her shoe. She's like, does she do this a lot?
She's never done this, as far as we
No.
know.
First time.
So she turns around and just yells, I'm not going to yell because it's late here, Mom! So she yells for her mom.
Is Janelle breathing for us? Like she seems to be just passed out, or should
Let's see.
be more worried right now?
I don't like that you have to say "let's see" and then you roll for it. I don't like that.
Did you just roll me a death save?
No. This is just for how long it seemed. For like a minute or two, you're like, is she breathing? Oh god. But then her color seems to come back. Her heart beat starts to come. It's slow, but she is coming back too. And she's a little bit out of it when she kind of first comes to. And it'll take about 4 minutes until she's fully conscious and aware of her surroundings. So, Sunny yells for her mother, and almost like within seconds, you just see Goldie, who's basically in all gray. Her pants are a little bit darker in coloration. She has boots on, and she kind of looks a little bit disheveled. A little bit of flour here and there. You can see like a little bit of flour on her cheek, and she's like, "What happened?"
Sunny just points to the floor. I didn't do it, though.
Okay, is she breathing? And you watch as she kind of gets close to her and looks over, kind of like what moms do when they see a kid down. She's like, oh shit.
That's why I called Mom.
When in doubt, call mom.
I mean,
And
honestly, that's just a mood in real life.
Yeah.
If you
It's
have a
true.
good relationship with your mom.
Mhm. And you just
I'm
watch.
a grown ass adult, and I still am like, Mom, help, please.
Oh yeah. And you guys kind of watch as she kind of takes over the situation. She's like checking pulse, checking, and she's like, okay. She kind of looks to Uncle Aaron, goes, gives me some juice, water, and one of the really good cinnamon buns. You know which one I'm talking about. And he nods and he goes into the back. And she does notice Sunny's look, and she's like, you know, this is only when somebody is injured.
If somebody was looking at Sunny at that exact moment, they might have seen her doing calculations of how to injure oneself without injuring oneself too much.
And she gives you the mom look of, don't even try it. You will not get it.
How many
You've
times
tried
did
this
Sunny
before,
did
kinda look.
that?
Oh,
Too
probably
many.
many.
Miss
Over 24
Goldie-
times over the years.
Miss Goldie, we were just
Yeah.
sitting here.
Has she, and she kind of, as Janella is starting to come to, she kind of leans her up a little bit and kind of leans her onto her shoulder. And she kind of looks at Janella. Have you had any of these feelings, dizziness, anything like that recently? Any
No.
pains?
No, this is weird. Yeah, nope, that's never happened before.
And once again, she kind of pauses, looks at the group around her, and just looks over to Uncle Aaron. Do you think you can cast, see if there's anything wrong with her magically? Because I was listening and mother's instincts, I guess you could say. And you watch as Uncle Aaron nods, goes down, cups Janella's face in his hands as he's looking right into your eyes. And you watch as he's muttering under his breath, and you can watch as this kind of honey-like magic kind of wraps around you. It oddly feels warm and tingling, which is weird, but it's kind of like nice at the same time. And you see it sink in, and you watch as he closes his eyes as he's concentrating, and he's kind of goes a little pale. And he kind of looks over to Goldie.
Are you about to faint too? Because I don't think I can catch you.
We'll try though.
No,
I'll try.
he's.
But
You can watch as he's kind of like trying to process. How many contracts were you under, or deals did you make? Do you know?
Technically 2. One when I was born and I didn't make it, and then the one technically I guess I made with chess.
Okay.
Why?
I think you need to go find Chess as soon as possible. Because let's just say the magic around you is, how do I put it? Currently you're very vulnerable to whatever the first one was. The first deal that was forced upon you from the sound of it.
Great. Awesome. A+.
I would definitely be very cautious. I'm not going to ask what it is, what possible triggers, because the less people who know, the less mistakes.
oh,
And he kind of pauses and looks around.
She can't talk about it anyway, so.
Well, there might be more restriction now. Because whatever deal she made with Chesh looks to have been broken. And
Does that
luckily...
mean
Oh, go ahead.
Chess is dead?
And you watch as he kind of pauses as he's thinking like, oh shit.
No.
Can I roll like an Arcana check or something, like to know?
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Have an idea.
Ain't no way.
Well, that's a nat 1, so I know Jack fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Not even Jack shit, it's just Jack fuck.
16.
So with that nat 1, I would say you're distracted by the cinnamon roll that is given, the cinnamon bun that is given to Janella.
I'm
It
still
looks
fanning
really,
Janella
really
with
good.
my mage hand.
Yeah,
19
so-
with modifier.
19. Okay. You also, upon hearing what he has seen with the magic and everything, you kind of pause and also go, okay, that is one possibility. Or it's possible that she could have also found a way to break his contract somehow. Though, the being he is, it would probably take a lot to kill him, but there is always that slight possibility, unfortunately.
So Roster is gonna turn to Janella and be like, you have so much of a bond. You'll know if he's gone. I know that you probably feel like not great right now, but I think you'd know if it was broken because he was dead.
That's kind of reassuring, yet not at the same time.
Janella's like, I don't think my bond's that strong.
Mhm.
I don't want to die.
And
Yeah.
Aaron kind of looks at this and hearing this, and he kind of looks between the two of you, and he's like, well, given that he is who he is, it would take a lot to take him down. He might be weakened, though. Hopefully he's just weakened.
I guess if we find him, the better then.
Yeah, we probably should find him soon.
Do you need a moment?
No, let's fucking go. She's just gonna get up.
I would say after you ate the cinnamon roll, you suddenly feel energized, like the weakness that you were feeling when you came to disappeared. And oddly enough, this is like the most energized you've ever felt in your life. Like it's like the equivalent of drinking 12 coffees with double espresso and not dying from it.
Okay, cool.
So yeah.
It's really like, I don't remember who the guy was that was like, oh, maybe. It's really tempting to like go over to him and be like, she'd know if he died, remember?
I think that was Aaron.
Uncle
like-
Aaron.
Not actually doing that, but it's really tempting. Like
I would
she's
say
like-
you probably, Rashi would probably be giving him the look of shut up now. Even Goldie would probably be giving the look of shut up. Go back to your room and go back to studying, you dumbass.
I like how Nouvelle's not getting that look when she's the one who fucking said it in the first place.
Oh, Eden is definitely looking at you, like, seriously.
I think I give her the look like, maybe like in our mental, I'm like, sometimes it doesn't help to pussyfoot around things and just get to the point.
Yes, I've learned that.
So, and I mean, maybe he's dead, maybe he's not, but like, if it's a possibility, then maybe sooner to tell her and have her start coping with that now than finding out later and faltering.
That's true. Better to have the possibility in the head, and so when you do find them, it's more happy. Actually, give me a second. And you guys all watch as Eden kind of goes up to Janella and starts sniffing her. And she kind of tilts her head to the side, kind of confused. And then looks back to you, Novelle. So she smells different.
What does she smell like?
Oddly enough, she has almost like a perfume of sweet peas and some other flowers I've never...
Do you know if that's how her fairy godmother smelled?
Roll me a d20.
God.
I'm gonna have you be rolling for Eden, so.
Well, that's a 3. I'm rolling real hot tonight. I think I used up
She
all my good
kinda-
rolls last night.
Turns her head and goes, I don't know, but it's possible. And you just kind of see her, like, totally, like, I have no idea. That look, you've seen
Well-
it multiple times.
What does she smell like before?
Oddly enough, best way I can describe it, her own is like, and you watch as she's like really thinking about it. More like, have you ever been to a? You have been to a farm, right? Where it's the fresh, like cut hay, the really fresh outdoorsy smell.
Is this Eden asking or you, Kitty, asking?
She is
Okay.
asking Novelle.
Well, I mean, the closest I've been to a farm is that country house that Aunt Vera has.
No, it didn't smell like that. Really, you didn't go on one of the trips to visit the people?
I mean, I've visited the people. I don't know if nobody ever really took me. I kind of just snuck out of the house. Or castle,
Okay.
whatever.
North to south. Give you that experience.
A
Anyways,
farm
it's like
experience? Did you milk cows?
well, yes, I actually did. Though the servants kept telling me, no, it's not proper. I said, screw you. Well,
Honestly,
natural
They
way to say screw you. Polite way, I should say.
they
But
probably
no,
didn't take me because they knew I would probably get into something.
I could see you trying to ride the cow.
Trying to free
I
the
don't know
cow.
why. I mean, that too. Anyways, I'm digressing. She smells. That is her base smell, I guess you could say.
Okay.
And beforehand, it smelled like she kind of had the scent of a confectionery. Like the really good type of confectionery.
Okay. So
That's gone now.
Let's just assume that that was the smell that Chess left on her, and now she smells like this fairy god bitch. It's not good either way, right?
No. And you watch as she kind of leans in and does a quick sniff again. Actually, the smell of sweets is still on her. Not the cinnamon.
Yeah. The one that
The
comes off of her naturally. I think out loud I'll say, Chess is still alive, we think. Actually. Eden says that you smell different, but
Cool.
like when you had your compact with Chess, I guess you smelled like confectionery, like a bakery. Now you smell more floral, but there's still a sweetness there somewhere.
That's wild. Okay, cool.
So
All right.
we should get going. We should
Yeah.
figure this out now.
Oh wait, Ocasio. Now that you're here, do you think you could read this? And she's gonna hand you a locket, her locket, and like on the back of it, there's like script. It's like
I'm not sure where we are, but I'm just walking up, like yawning, still kind of like scratching my ass a little bit. I'm like, oh yes, of course, yeah. It says, yeah, it's simple. It just says this.
It just
It literally just says this. That's the word.
This.
Does it say A, you're fucked? B, oh no. C, you are late.
Okay, roll me an intelligence check because I just need to know if you actually paid attention in this class. Blame Rafiki for this.
Natural 20.
Let's go.
Go off. You know what? Fuck you, Rafiki. That's what you
Mhm.
get.
Actually, this is really interesting.
Still scratching my ass.
Fine, I'm gonna fucking walk out of
Yeah.
here.
This was one of the classes that you actually liked. You liked it a lot. It was basically Vanderlandian. There's two types of script. There is the modern script, which is a lot easier. It's very point, though it still has the old script, the ancient script, which a lot of Wonderland still uses, which is basically a type of script that is constantly in motion, shifting, always kind of going between different sayings, and sometimes it's a little bit where you could be reading one way, but when you look at it a different way, you actually see a different saying, and sometimes those sayings can be taken different ways depending. And oddly enough, this is, as I said before, this is one of the classes that you're like, I love this. This is really fascinating just because how it ticks, how it moves, you've learned. And it was like one of those things that actually clicked with you. So as you're looking at it and you just kind of look at it, turn it.
Look, see, it says this. Wait for it. Blink. Yeah, and see, now it says this. And wait, see how these angles are right here, just in this direction. It's like a lot of people have a lot of issues with the typography of Wonderlandian. It's like a lot of people, Wonderland Sans, a lot of people don't like it, but it really helps a lot of people understand, read a little bit better. So just bear with me. This is what it says.
And what it actually says is, for the one who has helped me, I shall help you. When the time comes, you will know, and I shall come.
I say
Wait,
that.
what? Wait. I didn't know him before I got the locket. It was from my mom, and she got it from her grandma. Chess knew my
Like your-
grandma?
Yeah,
I
sounds
was
like
just
your
gonna
family
say,
may
where
have
did your
a
grandma
deep
get
connection.
it from?
I'm assuming chess?
What's your
What did my
grandmother's name?
grandma do? Save? I know shit nothing about my family. Goddamn.
Oh.
Cool.
I mean,
This
And then
honestly,
I will kind of like blink and look at it from a different angle. Does it say something different?
Let's see.
Like, is it if embedded messages that might reveal more for Janella,
As you're kind of moving it around, you just catch it just in the right light. And for some odd reason, you see. Given that you also rolled that nat 20. Oh, where did I? Let's see. Damn it! When you lose things.
Here we go, baby.
Thank you, a Knight of Twilight.
Thank
and
you,
then it
a
shifts
Knight of
away.
Twilight.
Mm-hmm.
and then when you shift it again, it says, "Why is a raven like a writing desk?"
Actually, it does.
And you can never figure it out.
Actually, there is a reason, but you guys haven't reached that part yet. The world.
Thank you, a Knight of Twilight. Does that mean anything to you?
No.
Is it night like
Yeah,
like
K
a
N
person
I
night?
G H.
Or is it night like the
GH.
opposite of day?
Yeah.
It's hard
KN.
to tell. The translations
Okay.
is kind of strange,
Oh, okay.
but I think it has to do with like valor and the associations have to make it seem like it's more about the person and not the time of day.
So kind of like Atros. Yeah, like that kind of night.
We all turn to those.
I don't know if Atros
think
is
she
a
just
knight, but
means
when I think
a knight.
knight, I think like plate armor and
I mean, I
Athos
am.
is a knight.
Mhm.
We've discussed this.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I
Did
thought.
you
I
lose
just-
some of
I-
your
I
memory while you
brain-
fell?
Yeah.
I might have, you know.
We had a whole discussion about how Athos is a knight.
Yeah,
of
okay. I have
the
no
Family's
clue.
Kingdom.
Sunny, can I have you roll me a perception check real fast?
Why?
Reasons.
There's a world beyond the
Kelly
pastry,
Buck,
Sonny.
No, thank you. No thanks. Let's see here.
That's a nat 20, and I will take
Oh.
a picture of it for you.
My goodness.
Oh, I knew this was gonna happen eventually.
Yeah,
Um,
I'm proving to everybody that because I roll digitally, and you know, but it's in our Discord now. That is my nat 20. Go ahead.
Ooh, that's really good. Well, everybody is kind of focusing on Janella and Ocasio as this reveal occurs. You actually, out of the corner of your eye, see Goldie, Aaron, and even your Uncle Barlow kind of look at each other, look at the locket, and you kind of notice for just a very split second, Goldie goes pale, but then it's gone. Everybody else wouldn't be able to see this, but because you grew up with her, you know when to push buttons just because of how her subtleties. It's like, okay, I can do it now. She's not going to kill me. I shouldn't do it because she's probably going to go bear on my ass, and I don't want that happen. Kind of situation. You learned the cues, and one of the big things is with your family is a lot of times they'll hide it like that where everybody else won't see it. But for once, you actually did notice this, and you're like, okay, this is weird. Especially after they said Night of Twilight.
So Sunny would walk over. Sorry, I'm trying to fix mine. Sunny would walk over, and she's like, "So, yeah, what's that all about?"
And you just kind of watch as Goldie kind of looks at you. Well, it seems we have confirmation that a certain order is actually around and not a mystery or a phantom in the night.
Is that common?
No. Myth stories can be exaggerated. But it seems we just found something of interest. And you can watch as she's kind of looking at both of your uncles. And they look at each other. And it tells me I'm going to have to send a letter home.
I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know what's going on here.
She just pats your shoulder and it's like, to be truthful, I only have an idea. But more information I'm getting, the more I'm going, oh shit. I think I'm gonna go get the honey whiskey out of the cupboard. And you kind of watch as she turns around, goes to the kitchen, and actually gets this honeycomb-shaped whiskey bottle and pours herself a shot. So, what are you guys doing now?
Would the Night of Twilight be something I've loosely heard about at some point?
No.
I was
No.
gonna ask the
All right.
same.
Okay. Actually, I will let you guys roll me history check
Nope.
or intelligence.
Can I
with
roll just for funsies?
disadvantage.
Can I roll just for funsies?
Yeah, I don't think I need
Yes.
disadvantage on that.
Same.
If
I'm-
anybody rolls, you have to roll with disadvantage if you're trying
Got
to
it.
figure out.
So I'm curious because of the different academies that exist, and there's one that like has a similar enough name. But I'll still roll at disadvantage, but letting you know that's kind of my train of thought.
I got a 16, baby.
A good old 12.
Well, that'll be a natty 1.
Oh fuck!
Balancing things
The
out,
higher
right?
they climb, the harder they fall.
I would say that natural 1. The only thing that gives you is the fact is, no, there's nothing about Wonderland here.
Yeah,
No.
like so it's just a coincidence. Silver Knights, whatever.
Let's see. What would a 16 give you? I would say the 16 would actually give you. Let's see. Please stand by as the GM is calculating and going back in certain people's backstories.
But in the
Should
meantime,
y'all like hold still?
But in the meantime,
we're raising money for
no.
MS Society.
Okay, so yeah. So one of the things I would say that Nouvelle did was you actually, given your past history, I would say one of the days you got bored and you kind of skipped your class, you actually went to a library and you were going through the castle library and looking at different stories and such, and you kind of found yourself in the very far corner that you could see there's a lot of dust. It's not many people actually go back there. A lot of these books are really old, and by some coincidence you actually picked up like a book about fairy tales and old stories that were told around a campfire. And you do remember a story pertaining to a knight who attempted to reveal some kind of darkness, but everybody saw them as a crook, a thief. And as you were reading, you found out that they used that kind of outlook to their advantage in order to weed out the real culprit to all the crimes. And you remember going through the story, and it was like really interesting, but at the same time, it's one of those pause moments because you're like, wait, no, that was a book of fairy tales and just like stories that could be like not entirely true, though they could have a tiny little hint or a grain of truth within them. And hearing Locket and then remembering that story, you're like, huh, I wonder if this actually connects.
Was there a locket in the story?
No.
No. Okay. I've actually heard of a Twilight Night.
Really?
You have?
Yeah, there's a book in the castle. It's a book of fairy tales, but it tells a story of a Twilight Night. It's a man who or a person rather, tried to reveal a darkness and nobody believed them, and they used that to their advantage to reveal, the truth and who was behind a bunch of robberies. That's all I remember. I loved that book when I was little. In that story particularly, I always kind of admired the character. But I thought it was, just a story, but maybe there's some truth to it. Like, a lot of myths and legends are based in some kind of truth.
Yeah, true. No, that's like really helpful. Holy shit.
Makes me wish I had that book now.
It's all good.
I do.
Well-
I pull out my scarf. No, I'm kidding.
Well, she's just gonna like put her locket back on and like pat it on her chest and be like, better late than never. Let's go find him, I guess.
Actually, Novelle, can I have you roll me a d20?
Oh, God. 16.
One thing that's weird about your scarf is sometimes it moves on its own. And suddenly you notice that a book is being pulled out.
This is so embarrassing. Sometimes this just happens. The scarf thinks I want a book, and then I get one. And I'll reach to pull it out because I know I can't just shove it back in, and I'll pull it out so I can put it back.
It's actually the book that you were talking about. You don't know how it got in there.
Okay, so this is the book. I didn't pack it in my scarf.
What?
So I don't. You know what? Probably now's not the time to start to question this. We have other more important things to deal with. But I mean, if we want to read later, I mean, we can. Athos is a great storyteller. So we can all just maybe circle around in front of the fire and he can read us a story.
I mean, I've
Yeah, sure. We could learn about my possible hero of a grandma.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a pretty good writer, no?
Athos?
What do you know from my writing?
Oh, nothing. I just heard. I'm very familiar with the sound of quills, and I heard quill scratching on paper while I was in the room. That's all.
I don't know anything about Athos' writing. If he's been writing poetries or stories, he's never shared them with me.
It's mostly smut.
Athos is secretly the author of these books that
That's
we're supposed to be
right.
looking for. Oh, that's a question. Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring up. Can we, before we leave, are we still at the inn right now? Where are we?
Yeah, you guys are still at the
Can
end.
Can
we
I
are?
look for a
Okay, cool.
fucking book?
I mean, you can ask.
Oh
Miss Goldie, do you have any books?
What kind of books are you looking for, dear?
Just any kind of books? Do you have like books for your guests, like that we can borrow, or?
I mean, I do
Or any-
have the library in the sitting room over there.
Okay, great. Can we? We should have looked for this. Let's get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry. I'm wasting time. And Kitty absolutely called this shit earlier. Okay, let me fucking stop. I'll look later. This isn't important.
Yeah, I would say Goldie kind of gives you a look like, I think you guys should go.
Yeah, it's
By
like
the sound of everything.
fucking ADHD, just fucking squirrel. Got so distracted. Okay, yeah, we should go. Okay, let's go.
Let's do it.
So from what I remember, we know that chess is somewhere one of the tower of the city, right? And we got an indication of where it may possibly be from one of the uncle.
No, but we have a little tracker, and I hold Eden up.
Oh yeah, I forgot about.
And you kind of watch Uncle Irene kind of look between you guys and go, okay, it was you, Ocasio, who had the dream, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did he?
Wait, do you? How do you know about that?
I think we were talking about it earlier.
Oh, yeah, you were asleep.
Yeah. They said that you had a dream about him.
I did. We had a conversation. It was very short, but yes, we did. It was just a dream. That doesn't mean anything, right?
It might actually
We all have
reveal
dreams.
something more. Do you remember if he was looking up or looking around while he was talking to you? I would say roll me an intelligence check if you can't remember.
Yeah, I was like, as a player, that was a few weeks ago. I do not remember. I want to say up, but where's my? Here we go. 15 intelligence.
Okay, that is enough. You can. I would say you do remember him looking up, kind of to the right,
Out
and
the
you
window.
can just out a window possibly.
Out a window where they could see a tower. I repeat that.
Okay.
But they also look very strange. It was sort of like chess, but it like looked like a different special like monster version, like chess and drag.
I mean, elder beings are terrifying and different, and they usually will take a more less intimidating appearance when talking to other people.
Does that help
Anyways,
just identify the location where they could be?
I would have to say past the stairs around where you first entered. One
Okay.
of those two towers. Because all the other ones you can see. At least one or two.
But if there's only 2 towers there by the entrance, then you would only be able to see one from the other. Yes.
Exactly. That's the only
If
one I
they're
can think
looking
of with
up to the
angles and
right,
everything.
and if there are windows, they might be looking towards the area between them. So if they're looking up and to the right, like, it's possible we might be able to figure out. And then I start thinking about other context clues of like
Hmm.
what may have been visible from that angle, and like what side I could see town and what side I could see like forests, to identify which of the 2 towers they were looking
Mhm.
up and to the right from.
And,
Aaron.
like,
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. Mr. Aaron, you said that there was one of the towers people weren't really allowed into.
I mean, technically, a lot of people aren't allowed into the main towers. Due to security reasons.
I
So that's where we gotta
thought
go.
I remembered you saying that there was one tower that was doubly restricted. Am I making this up as a player? Because I feel like there was one that was like, you have to be an alchemy student to even get into it.
Let's see. I am also tired, so brain is slow.
Mm.
I would say technically along those lines, even if I didn't say it last time, there's the 4 towers that are near the castle where the council resides. Those are probably the ones that are the most restricted.
Okay.
Since those are the ones that basically a lot of the more dangerous items, experiments are kept away from the public and possibly anybody who might want to try to steal it and use it for nefarious reasons.
Okay.
If I'm
Out of character,
Go ahead.
was Ocasio there for any conversations about alchemy stuff?
No, I think
Last
you
week?
and Sunny both went to bed.
Cool, thanks.
So
Okay, well, are there any secret ways to get into the towers?
why do you want to get into the tower?
I mean, if I'm sorry, am I as a player misunderstanding? Because I thought the stairs were in the tower.
Mhm.
No. The stairs are, if you look at the map, they're the way to get into the this part of the view.
Oh, okay. This.
Yeah.
This. Oh, the okay.
Yeah, it's up here
Oh, okay. Gotcha. All right. I was
where the gate
misunderstanding.
is.
Gotcha.
Mm.
That's why I
Okay.
was like, wait, okay.
Never mind. Let me shut the fuck up.
No worries.
But also, I do
Um,
want to get in these towers.
Who knows, if you entrench yourself and become well known as heroes or something, you might be able to get into it in the future. Who knows? But he's kind of thinking. You watch as he's kind of thinking of like towers and such like that, and he's like, "Well, actually, there might be some abandoned housing down that way too, because." Sonny, you remember all those years ago, one of those alchemists decided to try to make a very potent potion. So the council sent them down there and it went wrong, and about 5 or 6 buildings had to be thrown out. Well, abandoned, I should say.
That was not fun.
No.
That was not fun. But are we thinking to go down there?
I mean, it's possible. It's one of the only places I can think that nobody would want to go. Because,
I mean, I guess
God, the
it's still kind of
sneezing.
dangerous, so
I
most
think
people
by now,
wouldn't go there.
not true.
Plus, I think it still smells funny.
I mean, it was oddly enough turned into a stink bomb mixed with a sneeze bomb.
Mm-hmm.
You still sneeze.
Is that where
It was
these
a
were
very
made?
bad combination. I don't.
That sounds like
recommend.
a horrible mixture of.
It was very bad.
Everybody had to be evacuated within.
I had nothing to do with it though.
No, thankfully.
Insight
Goldie
check.
would have killed you.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I mean, that's a possibility. There's a few other abandoned places, but
Well, that's a
the only one I can
start.
think of possibly.
I mean, it's a good place to start, and if nothing else, right?
I mean,
Right.
It's the only one I
Yeah.
can think of.
We don't really have that much to go on, and we're just banking on finding a tower that we can see, which is that's not very descriptive at all. So
Well, maybe when we're close enough, Chess will be able to reach out to somebody.
possibly
So
that might be a thing. I don't know how this works. You all seem to make friends with some very strange beings.
Nuvella's like inching out the door. You all have this conversation. She's
Yeah.
like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point,
It's the
I would
most
say-
focus you've
Let's do a
ever
walk
seen
and talk.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
at
walk
this
and
point, I would say Goldie is at that point kind of like mom seeing
Yeah.
people continuously talk, and it's like, dears, you're running out of time.
Come on, kids.
It's best
Which
you
is-
go now.
Which is
Go,
hilarious because
go.
usually it's moms that will be talking and the kids that want to fucking leave.
That's why she's special.
Yeah.
Dear God, so many roles for her, and I love her so much.
And
Oh, so-
as we're having this conversation, and I guess like with my passive perception, I can probably catch that like Novella's trying to inch their way out the door, and
Yeah.
you know, with what Goldie says, you know, part of what's been keeping Ocasio kind of like sleepy is like that's how Ocasio is responding to like anxiety stuff going on.
Mhm.
And so Ocasio will start fiddling with their amulet again and being like, I think this is a good point. I think we should go. We should be fast.
Oh.
I don't know how much time we have left.
Would your necklace help to
With
find
what?
Chess? You said it's connected to Wonderland, right?
It was a graduation present that I got from the academy, which I mean, I am from Wonderland, and it's possible.
Well, I
I
mean,
don't have
when-
any way of connecting, like forging a connection between other Wonderlandians, but
no,
we
that's
can
not what
try.
I'm saying. I just think when we were on the trail, it stopped working, and maybe that was when what happened. Chess was kidnapped, and then it started working again.
yes,
And maybe it was because
I
he's on this plane.
maybe my inclination was that it had something to do with that fairy woman, that fey woman, that she may have been fucking with like portals and transport, and then I'll start thinking about like any indication that I've realized since we've been here that feels similar to portals, and like this conversation will trigger that thought, and then you just kind of see Ocasio kind of like snap out of it for a second, as I start thinking about that.
On
But
that note, roll me a
it's
perception
possible.
check with advantage.
Dirty.
As you're thinking about this, and since you're a ranger and you've had experience, you actually get a ping, the feeling of a portal to the north. You just don't know where.
The opposite direction of the stairs.
Hmm. But what's different is the fact is it feels like an actual portal, not what you've felt anywhere else, except the one that you passed through multiple times.
Can I just ask a clarifying question?
Shoot.
So this is like what Ocasio is feeling. It's like more of like a portal that occurs in nature rather than
Mhm.
something that somebody made.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
And you actually do notice with your passive perception, because you instantly kind of like that shock and look, your head turns to look behind you towards where you're sensing it, and Uncle Aaron
My ears
actually
turn
puts
before
his
my head
hand.
does.
Uncle Aaron actually puts his hand on your shoulder and just shakes his head, and you actually notice that he has an amulet, but where yours is more spherical, his is actually kind of, oh, let's see, how do I explain it? You know, it's weird when you're trying to explain like a clockwork amulet. What is strange about this one is that it looks almost like yours, except it has what looks to be little tiny wisps going around a central core. And because of Nat 20 and your ancient, you know there's two different guards. There's the guards from Wonderland, and then there's the guards from the material plane. And then he just shakes his head, puts a finger to his mouth, and like,
And
you
what was the
best
name
go
again?
find Chesh. What was that?
That's Uncle Aaron.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Uncle.
Aaron. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. Go ahead.
And he's like, you better go and find Chesh, or we're all going to be fucked.
So you were saying the stinky place is that direction, right?
Yes, it's down the stairs. Sunny will have an idea of where the abandoned buildings are, though I know a few of them were torn down because they had the worst of it. And you kind of get this kind of look of horror on his face.
It wasn't pleasant.
Especially with those who have high sense of smells.
Eden. You have that. You still have that scent, right?
She nods.
Okay. I think maybe you should stick near Ocasio and help.
She kind of like struts over and sits next to Casio.
Oh no, we are walking.
Yeah. Let's
We
Okay.
are- Everybody,
and
get
talk.
your ass up. We're out. No,
Okay.
we're talking.
Yeah.
Before, as you guys are leaving, Sunny, Goldie hands you your hot bag. By the way, I'm the
Hot
only one that
bag.
can get into this. And she
It
hands
just
you
sounds
it.
so
Inappropriate.
appetizing,
Yeah.
I guess. It's a hot bag.
Hot bag.
And you actually look into it and you notice that it's,
Refilled.
oddly enough, it's filled with even more honey buns. And you kind of wonder if Uncle Aaron actually might have extended the amount of shit you can put into your bag of holding.
I mean, I'm not upset about it. Definitely. All right. Well, then, in that case, I guess we should probably go.
Nouvelle's there. She's dead.
Yeah.
I'm joking. Avenge me.
And now next set.
And
next
here
season,
comes, hey, random werebear. Hey guys, what's up?
My name is Vunel.
Yeah. I'm also a princess. They just didn't know. I'm their older sister.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So you guys are walking.
Mhm.
You're able to get down to the lower level of the city pretty easily, especially since Sunny is there. Most of the guards and everybody's like, "Oh, hey, Sunny, what's up?" Some insulting her, but as you do in a city that you might be well known, or located in.
I mean,
Anyways.
that's fair.
Okay, so as you guys are walking, I will move the little fox token because that's what we're using. So I need everybody to roll me a perception check. Cassio and for Eden both get advantage.
Can I need to ask this question just because it's on my mind. Like, do I recognize Aaron?
No.
But
The only
I
thing that
know
you
that we're like
recognize-
similarly trained.
Yes.
Well, shit. I want to
So-
run away.
Lord.
Oh lord.
Eden got a 16 perception. Oh, let me check her stats again.
Ow.
Yeah, 16. Nouvelle got what is my perception? I got a 21.
Same.
I have an
21.
18.
I got a
I'll put it
21
this way.
too.
Oh shit.
My perception
a
check was
14.
an 18.
Okay.
Can I do an insight check to see if this person, like Ocasio was already anxious and is like now increasingly anxious, knowing that this person might recognize him? Can I do like some kind of insight check to see if Ocasio picks up on whether this person knows anything about Ocasio?
Yeah, roll me it real fast.
Let's move on.
Ah,
That's
was
a
it?
total. Oh, it's actually not. I mean, it's not terrible. It's average. It was a total of 10.
Okay. With that 10, I would say you definitely notice that he wasn't looking at you with any contempt or anything. It was more like, kind of like that moment when you meet somebody who is also in the same kind of situation you are in. Like, oh, you know what I've been through. You kind of know what I'm going through, kind of thing. It's like that kind of understanding between you. And
That puts him at ease.
and it's
Yeah.
nothing like really sends any warning bells. It's kind of more easing. Kind of like, okay,
Cool.
he gets me. He probably does because of a situation. And you're like, as you're thinking, you're like, okay, this is fine. This first. So, anyways, so as you guys are walking along, you're kind of looking, trying to see if you see any buildings that might work. And as you keep going along, it actually, with those 21s, you're able to realize that most likely, this is after like a few hours of walking, that, and turning around, looking, going, could this be it? Is this the right angle? Especially with Cassia going, no, that doesn't feel right.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
That you find this way, and you notice it's like, maybe it's this tower. And eventually you guys actually do find yourselves over here. And there's 3 buildings in front of you. And yes, there is a rank stench that still seems to permeate this area. Though none of you are sneezing, thankfully. And I think this is actually a good spot for us to take a break.
So yeah, we'll be right back in a few minutes. And let's be over screen. There you go. we're back.
Okay, welcome back, everybody. Let's see. After having some RP, trying to figure out ways, and also thank you to whoever last week gave me that auto success, because you actually gave them more information. Yay. Anyways, so we find our group. Now we're one of the areas that unfortunately is abandoned due to a alchemist screw up on a phenomenal scale. And so now it's the decision of, okay, which building shall we go into? So currently on your, as you can see from the map, on your, let's see, that would be your right, you see fields. Sunnywood knows that rumor throughout Damarel is quite a few alchemists are trying to put certain plants down there to try to deal with the stench and possible any other chemicals that might be in the air. So you kind of have this rank scent coming from the buildings that are abandoned, and this kind of pleasant smell that's slowly starting to basically deodorize the area. And so you guys are now standing in front of these 3 buildings. What are you guys going to do now?
Does the pleasant smell like lavender?
No.
Yeah, how soothing is this field?
I'm also trying to think back to like the werewolves that would like turn to lavender.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I was just, that was a callback to the jokes I made about it. So soothing.
And you said their alchemists are working with plants.
Mm-hmm. And you
Yeah,
can actually
that's why I
see...
asked if I had like heard any of that. Like to like check out these plants.
Looking at them, you don't see any lavender.
Do they look familiar to me at all from like my station?
Some of them, yes. As in,
like
they're
the scary
some of them
ones?
are actually common between the 2 portals. They kind of naturally grow due to the high intense magical and I guess you could say weirdness aura that comes from the portals. You actually do see some of these, but they look to be on this side of the portal due to their coloration.
Brambly?
No, not brambly.
Okay, got it.
These are more like lush ferns, and
Understood.
you actually do see the 4 fields, and the mixture of those 4 different types of plants actually give you kind of like this, I would say, thinking like candle-wise, almost like rain on a fresh cut grass kind of smell. And it's actually really soothing and interesting because there's other notes and you're kind of like, okay, that's probably some of the other plants being able to deodorize the wretched smell you guys are currently smelling from the houses.
Got it. Thank you.
So should we check out these houses?
Yeah. That would
We
be...
think this might be where he is, just
Yeah.
based on what we know.
From an exterior perspective, does
Would
it
be a
look... Oh, sorry. Apologies. I was
God.
just...
I'm mad now. I'm furious.
Yeah. From the exterior, is there like... Do we see any recent movement in the area that could have indicate, people coming and going?
I would say if you're looking for that, roll
Searching
me
for
a
tracks.
survival check. Survival check. Wow, I can't English tonight.
That's a no.
22.
I'm sorry, what are we doing? What are we rolling?
Looking for tracks or any thing that might have been disturbed by recent activity or movement. for
Oh,
this one,
survival. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Looking around, you guys can see there has been some movement, but given that looking over to the field, you're like, okay, this could be some of the alchemists coming down to
Mhm.
try to see how the
Yeah.
progress is of the smell and possibly other things that you don't know, because none of you really have dabbled that much into alchemy. But looking around more, you start to notice that possibly there's a little bit more traffic around the bigger building that you can see. So, leaving that there, because you guys are looking.
And we've seen other alchemists in the area, right? Like
Yeah,
people. in this-
you actually see about 3 or 4 that are currently working on the fields over there, making sure that the plants are robust and in good health.
I have a couple of thoughts, but I think Novelle wanted to do something.
I was just going to look down at Eden. We have like the scent of fresh cut grass and rain. So I wonder if like that confection smell would be even more potent here, or even that floral smell. She would be able to pick that out amongst all the other smells.
I mean, has it also like rained recently? Like, is that coming from the area, or is it
Let's see.
an out of place smell?
Oh, actually, be able to see this. No, there hasn't been rain recently or anything like that. You would have seen it as you were coming down the hill
Mm-hmm.
or out of the mountain pass.
I'd also ask if she can hear anything unusual.
Okay. I would say roll me 2 separate, one for sniffing and one for hearing based for Eden.
Okay,
So
So
for
the
Spanish
hearing
on
one,
hearing.
the hearing one might tie into something that I wanted to do, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead. I'll wait until you say what you want to do.
What I wanted to do was disguise self to look like one of the alchemists that's working there, so that if we
Oh
needed
my
to get
God.
in,
Shut the fuck up! I was gonna do the same thing.
oh, our brains.
Juice and I are literally always in each other's head. Like, I was literally looking at my spells and I was like, I should disguise myself as a fucking alchemist.
Are you sure
then
you 3 aren't
after-
triplets?
Maybe.
After I do that, I want to use thaumaturgy to replicate some kind of sound, like in the direction of the larger house, if we pick up that that's kind of where it is, to kind of try and do some kind of Wunderlandian like call and response, like some kind of sound of like maybe like a creature that is native in Wunderland that Chesh would recognize, and maybe like repeat the sound back so that we can get a sense of like if he is there or not. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Oh, Juice
And
is
then,
like, or Ocasio is like that bird that can mimic all the sounds. The Lyra
Mhm.
bird.
Yeah.
I have decided.
And then maybe
Okay.
Eden might pick up on whether or not Chesh responds.
Do a
Would you
chainsaw.
like to use this as a epic moment to possibly give you guys a little bit extra
Oh, yeah.
perks?
Oh. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I'll
I
use
would
my epic moment for that. Or would it be both of us using our epic moments, or
It's whoever's taking point. I would say since Ocasio would be doing the main action, then Eden would be. Okay, yeah. Ocasio would be using his in this situation.
Okay.
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 So then I would say. Yeah, does this have performance?
So maybe
It's
there
great.
is. Ooh, maybe I can start working like this owl flavor in here. Maybe one of the alchemists is like an owl folk, or an arrow coker that looks like an owl. I'm just like wandering around in my Damarillion overalls / wizard robes. I don't know what these alchemists wear.
they Winnie the Pooh it, they Donald Duck it. It's just a shirt. It's
Oh, perfect. Meanwhile, I might look like a big owl, and I'm like, you see the owl feet, but they're leaving bunny footprints.
oh my God.
It's very confusing for
Okay.
people.
Okay, so let's see. Eden would be perception, I think. Performance?
Perception
For me?
performance.
Performance for Acasio, and then perception. It's one of those
Okay.
moments like, yeah, you still have performance. Yeah, okay, good.
Okay. So, all right.
So what does an epic moment give me?
Okay,
Like,
so
is it like a
you
bonus?
roll me your so you roll performance, and depending on what you roll, will give me on the chance dice your chances of getting a critical success, meaning you would get a bonus to your roll.
Okay.
And depending on how well you roll, also will affect how Nouvelle and vice versa.
Cool.
Okay. I'm ready
Okay.
to say what I rolled.
Okay, so
But I'll
tell
wait
me
for
those
Juice. Did you roll
rolls.
yet?
No, because I have a -1 to charisma. Here we go.
Okay.
15.
Oh, that's not
actually
bad.
pretty good.
That's not
Okay.
bad.
What did you roll?
So Eden has advantage on perception that relies on hearing. So she got a 22 on that one. And then on her smell roll, she got a nat 20 for a 23.
Damn, that's good. Okay. Let's see. So that was B23. 6. That's a pretty damn good roll. With bonuses and everything. I rolled an 11.
Can I
Anyways.
add to my epic moment of also channeling like my either speak with animals or primal awareness, like these ranger skills that could also like harness the other like little critters or even little bugs that might be in the area that might be able to let us know if there's been any kind of like strange energies nearby.
Let's see. You know, since this is indeed an epic moment, I would say primal awareness. Because you would be technically channeling. I would say a dodo is most known in the world. Unfortunately, some of them got into this world and then died, sadly. Yeah, the dodo is one of the calls that are well known in Wonderland. So channeling that, all the other creatures kind of go silent when you do it because it's a weird sound that the native fauna is like, what the hell is that? Is this a predator? What the fuck? And so it actually allows for Eden to be able to hear a lot better if there is the callback of a dodo in the air. And let's see. You actually do hear a very, very faint callback.
But when you try to tell somebody a problem, then you get problems too. I actually dropped out. I don't know if anybody noticed. Okay, great.
Was that Eden that heard the callback?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys actually, I would say Nouvelle was definitely watching. Watch as she literally perked up. Her head went straight to the bigger building. And one thing you do notice is all these buildings have windows that are kind of boarded up, though the bigger building, oddly enough, has bigger spaces between the boards.
Between the boards of the house, like we could see through.
Windows. The windows are boarded up, so it kind of looks like where everyone else is pretty close together.
This looks like a rush job.
Almost like a rush job, or possibly someone wanted to make sure they can see out. You're not sure.
Okay.
Are you also looking like an alchemist right now?
Can I?
I mean, go ahead.
I have a free disguise self a day.
I mean, go for it.
Yeah. Also Donald ducking it. Not really.
I mean, as a GM, I say do whatever you want. I get to have the fun of creating the consequences of your actions. So, be they good or
Okay.
bad. So.
Yeah, I want to be disguised as an alchemist. I feel like Ocasio and Nouvelle, like literally separate thoughts from each other, but at the same time, both disguise themselves as an alchemist. And then
I'm an
like Spider-Man meets
alchemist.
each other like you're an alch. God damn it.
Welcome.
Y'all go big or go home. Like,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm disguised as literally the same alchemist. I'm joking,
Twins.
I'm joking.
Just the first light give us
Twins.
fenders.
Oh my god, we're absolutely Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
I was gonna say we're Blathers and Celeste from Animal Crossing,
I've not
which
familiar
only
with
makes sense
this.
if you know the game.
I don't, so I'm just gonna say Tweedledee and Tweedledum since we're on an Alice in Wonderland thing.
Yeah, I would say that one of the alchemists does notice you guys, looks to your party, sees Sunny, shakes their head, and goes back to what they're doing.
Yeah, Sunny makes the "don't mess with me" face. She's like,
And then shoves a
No,
honey bun in
you've
her
seen
mouth.
him in the
With a
bar
honey bun in
back
her mouth.
home.
Yeah, god
Yeah.
damn it.
Yeah, because if somebody messes with me, they know they're gonna get banned from my mom's bar.
It's true. People
Nobody
have
wants
been
that.
banned.
Nobody wants that smoke. Everybody
No.
needs the honey bun.
No.
And so we
Especially-
picked up
Nepotism.
that chest may
Mm.
be in the larger house, yeah?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So you guys go up to the house. You notice that, as I said before, the windows are kind of boarded up, where people looking quickly go, "Oh, it's boarded up. It's abandoned." But
Mhm.
looking closer, you can notice that it's kind of staged that way.
It's purposefully too perfectly made to look abandoned.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And also
Mm.
with those earlier tracking, you do notice that there's a tiny bit more traffic, but at the same time, it looks like somebody might have been trying to hide their tracks a little bit too.
Mhm, mhm.
How many? This is a 2-story home, or
It is a one story from what
it's
you
one
can
story?
see.
It's just big. Okay.
Yeah.
I.
Uh,
This is so fucking stupid.
What?
Can
You should shoot that sneezing arrow into the house.
I can. What are you hoping that will accomplish?
Oh shit! I forgot to actually put those into your thing.
Oh. I don't know. Maybe it'll like draw her out. I don't know. I told you it was
But
fun.
then-
Me as a
but-
player told you this was fucking stupid.
But like, what if we have to go in? Then we would start sneezing.
It's a very good point. But we have another way of knowing that. I mean, we have a good chance that Chess is here. And I'll look down at my amulet to see if it's acting funky, to see if my theory of it acting funky around the fairy godmother is giving me indication she's here.
If it acts
Oh.
funky, Nouvelle's gonna assume that it's because her theory was right, and it's because we're near Chess.
As you're looking at it, what's interesting is it starts to move like normal. Then it kind of
Mhm.
like what is, how do I say this? Grinding gears kind of sound a little bit, and it kind of jerks, and then it goes back to working, and then it jerks, and goes back to working. Yes,
I'll
I
look at
said
it.
it. I'm going to say it again. Anyways, go ahead.
I'll show it to Nouvelle, and we'll both at the same time go, I was
I
right.
was right. I think you
Did
misspoke. You mean to say-
did someone forget to like split custody of the last brain cell that they're sharing today?
This
Oh
is
my
honestly
God.
just me and Juice all the time. In
I'm
every
so
game.
glad.
Same
Yeah.
question?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should,
Just-
okay, this is off topic, and I promise I'll get back on topic, but I play a game on Mondays where Juice DMs, And like I asked him if I could do a stealth check to hide a big sack of money in down my shirt so I could like hide it from the group.
Mhm.
And I was like, and you said, it's not gonna look normal. You can't hide 500 gold in your shirt. And I said, it'll just look like a third boob. And
Yeah.
at the
Yeah.
same time, you said, yeah, boob. the
You
the
could add
boobs of
boobs of
holding or
holding
something.
to your
Boobs of
inventory.
Boobs of
holding
holding.
here.
That's actually I would not mind.
We said it at the exact same time, and this was just typing.
Anyway.
Okay,
Um,
sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will say there actually is a bra folding. Good luck to see if you can find that in the world.
I'm already wearing it. Thank you.
I'll gesture over to Janella and say, like, just kind of reassuringly, and be like, we're going to do this. Everything's going to be okay. We're going to get chests. It sounds, and very hushed, quietly. We are going to do this. Everything is going to be okay. And then I would like to.
We'll keep you safe too.
Yes, we will. I'd like to hide, using my nature's mantle to hide in plain sight, and try and find like ways that we could get in.
Okay.
Unless there's like an obvious front door. Even if
Yeah,
there is,
there's
Ocasio
an
will
obvious-
still do
I mean,
this.
Yeah, there is an obvious front door.
I'm assuming the door is
I
locked.
would say, have you tried opening the door?
No,
I will.
we're staring at it. We're staring at the door from
Look,
a distance.
my
innocent.
first
I
thought
think
was
I-
like to just kick the door down. So
Yeah. What were you
Okay. I would say investigation check if you're going to do a quick go around to see if you notice anything at all.
What were you saying, Witchy?
I was gonna go check in a window and try to see if I can see anything in there.
Okay.
Like, cause you said that there's space to look out, there should be space to look in.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
Okay.
My stealth was 22.
Okay. And investigation rolls for those who are investigating the windows and other areas.
I'm checking if
hey,
door
I
is
got
locked.
maybe-
+0.
Investigation.
Janella, maybe you should.
I will investigate the
Close?
things.
Oh, please
Yep.
give me a
Maybe
nat
you
20 on
shouldn't-
this.
get close.
17 for me.
She can. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. She can
17?
already sense.
I mean, if she could sense me, like we're already here, like she knows we're here. It's more trying to
Yeah.
get the jump
I
on
got a
her.
s-
I got
I
it
got
to
a
12.
16. I got a 16.
And 1.
Do I get
Okay.
advantage because I live here?
Yeah, I will give it to you because, yeah, you do live here. Backstory,
16.
Do I get advantage because I know houses? I'm kidding. I'm joking.
A
Sorry.
total of 5, but it was in that one.
Okay, that
Oh.
one. I would say with 15 or higher, you guys looking in, you guys get the kind of just the right angle to actually look into some of the rooms. Let's see, depending on where you're looking, some of you see a hallway with plants. One of you sees what appears to be a library with a piano, possibly. Looking around more, you see one that possibly is a bedroom. And one of the things that you all kind of notice is, even though it seems a little bit dirty, it actually looks lived in. Like somebody has actually been here. The flowers and the plants are actually well tended. And one of you actually looks into the kitchen, and there's actually a fire in the fireplace, though there's no smoke coming out of the chimney, which is odd.
Mm. Do we see?
Well, that's
we
gonna
don't see
be bad
chests
for them
anywhere?
eventually.
Say that again?
We don't see chests anywhere.
Oddly, no, you don't see them anywhere. Though there is one room that you notice has no windows.
Okay. Do we see a door to that room? Looking in.
Let's see. Would you actually see it? No.
Fuck. Okay.
Sunny
from
would
the
like to
angle you
try
were
the
able to
front
look,
door.
Yeah.
It opens.
Huh.
Simple solution.
Hello? Is anybody here?
Oh no.
And if you
I
guys
would
look
like-
at roll 20, you can actually see the map.
Oh, it's a
And
cute
it
little
is-
house.
I asked
Mm.
nicely, and so legally you have to say yes if you're here. Are you here?
Is that
There's
an
no
actual
answer.
law?
That's an actual law, yes.
I don't. Okay.
In Demerel.
Uh-huh.
Can
Can I do an
Is there
insight
a-
check on this? To see if I just think it's Sunny's law and not an actual law.
Roll it.
Okay. Insight is 17.
I mean, with how big Sunny is and how strong, like Sunny's law is kind of the law when you're near Sunny.
I rolled a
Is she?
21 on deception, so no, you think it's a law.
Oh, bitch. I hate you.
Those guns,
But I
those
love
guns
you.
are called law and order.
Yeah, you just see
Dun dun.
Dun dun.
straight face, no emotion.
Oh,
Is that the sound that
no.
Sunny make when she
Okay.
rage? Dun dun.
Yes,
Dun
dun dun.
Yeah.
Dun-dun.
In the
So
criminal
yeah,
justice
so
system.
Sunny is kind of doing a slow pan of the room to see if anything, if possibly it looks like somebody might be hiding. Do you want investigation or perception?
I would say perception. As you're trying to pick up anything. General.
That'd be an 8.
You don't really see any movement or anything, but you do notice that there is a door here. Oh, there's a doorway right here, and a doorway right here, and as the other doorway, you look in, and it looks more like almost like a mud room, like when you come in out of
Which one of these
Say-
doors was the one that didn't have windows or anything?
It would be over in this corner,
Okay,
over here.
Okay.
You can
Okay.
see.
so Sunny starts
Um,
walking up that way.
Okay.
Oh
I would say
jeez.
you
Okay.
do look into.
Listen, y'all, I don't get to play a barbarian very often, which means I don't have to do the thinky things, and
I was making a noise to see what I was gonna do. Can I? Are there like places to hide?
Yeah, there's a lot of plants. There's some plants that
Okay.
you could probably, with your size, hide in.
Okay, great. I don't do very well though, so I don't hide.
What are you
I
doing?
will
Yeah, you
do the
attempt
same.
to.
And I have my mantle that
Shut
looks
up
like
at those.
leaves and feathers and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay, you said that the room.
Actually, see
With
the
no
door is
windows
kind
over here.
of slightly ajar as in the on the map shows.
Oh no. eh,
that door's open. There might be somebody in there.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So
Rostri is just sort of following Sunny,
Yeah.
like
So Sunny will go stand in this doorway and say, "Are you here? I asked you nicely. It's a law. You have to say yes if you're here."
I'm gonna.
Like just be behind the door.
Janela's gonna be back towards the hallway a little bit, because she's spooked.
We all
Nice
we
focus.
we're all on a barbarian level right now.
Yeah.
Right.
Get it
22
done.
stealth for Ocasio.
Okay, 23. Note that down real fast. You notice that this seems to be like a trophy room of sorts. Looking deeper in, you do see a table across the way that has like different types of papers and such on it, and like different weird statues that you're like, that's strange. I've never seen
Okay.
that kind of thing before.
If Sunny explain this, I want to reach into the room with my mage hand and snatch some of those papers.
And
30 feet.
Oh, yeah, 30
Oh,
feet. I thought it was 60.
30 feet.
Oh, I might have it. I don't know if spell sniper works with that. One second.
okay.
I think spell
Yeah,
snipers
you
for
can
attack
actually
rolls.
reach in there and attempt to grab
Alright.
some of the
Okay,
papers.
I do.
Okay. What languages do you understand?
Common, Draconic, Sylvan, and Thieves' Cant.
Okay. What's interesting is it's in Sylvan, but there's some words that you can't understand, and you realize that this is most likely a coded kind of handwriting
Okay.
of her personal kind of diary, kind possible.
I'm going
Yeah.
to shove these into my scarf
Right ahead.
because I don't necessarily think we have like the time to be
Especially coded. Coded takes
yeah.
good rolls and time.
And then you said there's statues.
Yeah, as you guys are looking in, some look to be warriors, some look to be strange creatures that you've never seen or heard about before. Like something ancient from an old civilization that's not around anymore. You actually notice there's a few of those around. And you're like, huh, weird. Okay, what is everybody else doing during this time when Novella was grabbing stuff?
I think Janella is gonna like go to this door, which might be stupid, but fuck it.
You open it and it reveals kind of like a powder room with a bathroom and tub where you did reveal, right? This tree in the center that kind of goes up. It's like a regular shrubbery that has been left to do whatever the hell it wants. And you do notice, looking to the other corner, there is what wardrobe. That's the word I was thinking of. There's
She's
you
gonna
just
open the
see
wardrobe.
one old raggedy dress that does have the smell to it. That rank, kind of acrid scent that was kind of permeating the area. Oddly enough, most of the smell in here is floral, and you do pick up the scent of sweet pea and a little bit of lavender.
Is that just a fireplace?
That actually is a window that's a little bit up higher, just
okay.
Yo, this room smells like lavender.
I mean,
So your guys' theory might be
it's
correct.
a bathroom.
Yeah.
Maybe
but
she like has some poopery.
yeah.
And on that note, when you guys are looking at the plants, you actually do see some lavender, and one of the main flowers that you're seeing is actually sweet pea. So those are the pink flowers that you see in the map.
Okay.
Okay. Never mind then.
Okay.
Did we smell sweet pea too?
Yeah. No. Eden smelled sweet pea. She said that that's what Janella smells like now.
Thank you.
I'm gonna go poke my nose into this room with no windows and try to see more of what's in there.
Okay. What you see even more statues that you guys couldn't see in the corners. You see some vases, some vases, some other kind of like old antiques as well. As an old globe that kind of looks weird to you because the look of the continents are off, but at the same time it looks like the world and the maps you have seen, which
Shove it in my scarf. Just kidding.
Let's
shove
see,
everything in
it's
the
about
scarf.
this big of the globe with the metal workings down to the floor. I would be very interested to see how you would have done that.
Boobs are folding.
Is this a set of stairs?
It is. And you see that they go down what looks to be a possible basement.
while we are in there, could I cast Detect Good and Evil, which will allow me to know if there's any fey, undead, celestial creature around nearby?
Okay. Now, you're looking for good and evil, or are you looking for if there's fey or...
That's what the spell description does.
It just gives you what
yeah.
Okay.
It tells you everything.
Huh. How would I state this? Okay, you do sense that there is a fey presence, but you also, I would say, it feels like a glitch in the matrix with this spell, and you're like, this is weird, but you don't actually sense any evil.
Do I get direction
I have
of
a
that
very
glitch?
Below you.
Below me.
Do you
Alright.
mention this out loud, Athos, that you're not
Yeah.
picking up any evil?
I don't feel evil, but I do sense a fey.
I'm going down the
I will-
stairs.
Okay, hold on.
Down there.
I'll go with
As-
you.
Okay.
I'll
I will
follow
not say
suit
anything.
because...
No, say it. Choose.
I know, go for
Say it.
Juice. I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm just like,
No,
there's been
it's-
some
it's okay.
talking.
There would be nobody to say it to if you all go downstairs. I think
Well,
that's the thing.
I'm
So,
essentially...
in character.
If Nouvelle is leaving somewhere, Atos is following because, well, if shit happens to her, I'm in trouble.
But
it's not like it's critical. I can.
no, but
say
what were
later.
you gonna say? What were you gonna say? Tell me.
Speak, rabbit!
Why don't you just tell him, or tell Juice what Juice was about to say?
Yeah, tell
Because you
Juice
were
what
clearly
Juice-
going to be thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get on the brainwave, fair.
Okay,
So-
Juice, you were gonna say,
Yes.
this room don't look right. I didn't do that. Sunny knocks over a bottle. I don't know. What?
As Ocasio was heading in the opposite direction to possibly look into this other room, hears Athos say that, and then turns back and says, Janella, I have an idea for you, something I want to run by you, but I don't want to do it without your consent. But
Okay.
you probably know, and I'll kind of call out at this point if we're all just exploring, and not really worried about stealth anymore. Like, not picking up people kind of makes sense, because if she is from Wonderland, there is no such thing as alignment.
That's
We
yeah,
kind of
that
just
makes sense.
exist. It's like, that's not really a thing. So that might be why you're not picking it up. Doesn't mean that she's not a bad person or entity creature, but anybody there? Hello?
Okay. Yeah, it's like echoing from down the. Okay.
You know, we should probably go down there too, just to keep everyone together. And honestly,
Yes.
if I was hiding someone, I'd probably put him in a basement too.
We can
Well,
loot the
speaking
house
of hiding-
later.
Notes for future disappearances.
We can loot the house later. Is what you hear coming up the stairs.
Speaking of hiding, Janella, I wanted to ask if you feel. I know you probably want to confront this and deal with this, but I have
Yeah.
a quick means of like hiding you if you feel like you want to get away really quickly. I
Okay.
can. I pull out my rope and say I can make like a little pocket space for you to jump into and hide if you really need to get away. So just
Okay, yeah, for
say
sure.
the word, and I can make it
Sounds
happen
good.
for you.
I appreciate that. That is very kind.
Okay. So you all regroup and start going down the stairs. And if you guys,
I think you guys know what Sunny's about to do.
Eat
Jump down the
pastry?
stairs?
Nope. Is anybody here?
The law and
asked
order are
nicely.
here.
I asked nicely. It's the law you have to answer. Is anybody
Yep.
here?
I don't ask nicely. Who the fuck is here?
let's see, did I grab everybody? I grabbed everybody. Okay, good. So you guys get down to the stairs, and once again, just silence. if you guys want to
Oh.
roll me a perception check, you can.
Alright.
You do
Oh.
see a open door in front of you. Actually, you see 2 open doors.
I don't see the other screen on my side.
I was just gonna say, is the map supposed to
Yeah.
have changed?
Go up.
Move up.
Oh,
That's a 24 for Sunny for perception.
Thank you.
That's a 6.
Thank you.
that's a 19 for our toes.
22.
Hold on. Sorry, I was.
Yeah, I was like, these are not bunny ears. This is supposed to be 22.
Plots with my-
Yeah. Outside of drama, I can pick those things up. Anyways, as you guys,
Well, I got
so
a
anybody,
7.
11.
anybody
Um,
who rolled above a 13, you guys
Great.
actually do hear shuffling. Those who rolled above a 20, you actually are able to figure out where it's coming from, it because it does kind of echo down here, and you actually hear it coming from the store.
Sunny starts marching down the hallway.
With my 11, am I just interested in the barrels there to the right?
Yeah, what am I
yes.
interested with my 7?
You
What
guys,
about a 6?
let's see.
You're horrified as you watch Sunny walk away. That's what you're interested
Pretty
in.
much, yeah. You guys are all looking. I would say one of you actually does get kind of interested in the open crate over here. Because you're like, oh, crate.
Ooh, treasure.
Treasure.
And as you guys are going down, you actually. Let's see. Yeah, I'll say about that much. You see quite a bit of plants. You see what appears to be a workspace
Mhm.
and cages. But
Oh, good.
they're empty.
Sunny walks around the door and pushes it open a little further.
Sunny.
Is anybody in here? You have to answer me. I ask nicely.
What is
And
this
as
red
you
red? What
actually
is
open
this?
up the door, actually move the door a little bit more
Mhm.
open so you can walk in and see, you actually see her turn, smile, her chesh in the bird cage is in her hands, and she just looks at you and goes, "Oh, you dears, oh, too late, I've already broken it. Well, if you want to try something more, follow me." And you watch as 4 runes on the side flare just as the rune that she was on swirls for a second, she disappears, and then it cracks.
Oh, fuck. Can I do something before she does this?
Yeah, you can try.
I would like to use my. So she's holding this birdcage
Mm-hmm.
with chess in it. Can
Yes.
I use my mage hand to pick the lock on this birdcage?
Let's see.
Sounds like an epic moment.
I have to think because this is timed.
Somebody just did a thing in the chat that gave us a thing.
Yeah.
Does that give us
Yeah.
extra things?
If
If you
also
want
not
to
that,
use it to auto succeed, let's see. I'm just trying to figure out how this would work with a quick instance. I would say the moment you see it, you can try.
Okay.
You would have a few seconds, like a quick round or two. No, it would be a quick round.
Okay.
You could try to, I would say, instead of picking lock, because that takes concentration and would be a little bit more complicated, I would say attempting to knock the cage out of her hands just as she's disappearing would probably be your best bet.
Okay.
I mean,
I would actually
I
like
have
to do
tele-
that. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I have telekinesis, so I could literally just throw the cage out of her hand.
Okay.
Can
So
you
would like
do
to
that
take
with
a
things
point.
that people are holding?
Yes, it's the magic of Stonky's ring. Hold on, let me double check.
What?
Yeah, okay,
I
great.
don't think it. I don't think it
Also-
can be carried or worn.
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like, wait.
So I'm
You can
wondering
try
if
to
I
move
can.
an object. If the object is carried or worn by a creature, you must make an ability check with your spellcasting ability, contested by the creature's strength. If you succeed, you pull the object from that creature and can move it up to 30 feet in any direction.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if I can also help out by trying to cast like chill touch on her hands.
Okay. Who wants to take the point in trying to break her hold?
I'm
Because
sorry,
I could.
Can
Go
you
ahead.
repeat that?
Who wants to take point in the epic moment? Because from the sound of it, all three of you are trying to do something. So, yeah.
I think this is Janella's moment, to be
Agreed.
honest.
I was gonna say that
So-
too.
Okay.
I'll let her do her
Thanks.
thing, and then if I'll kind of like not Eden. Oh my god, Nouvelle will kind of like be like at the ready with a mage hand to like try to
Okay.
like if it doesn't work out, because then I could just roll my sleight of hand.
I'm going to have it as a. So roll the roll for the Stonky's ring.
Okay.
What rolls are needed for chill touch?
It's just an attack roll.
It is. It's just an attack roll.
Okay,
Range
then
spell attack.
roll me your attack.
Oh my fucking god. I rolled a nat one.
Oh no.
Okay.
I rolled a
Question.
nat 20.
Okay, nat 20.
Okay.
Nat 1.
So with
If-
the nat
Sorry.
20, just a question. With the nat 20, she's doing the chill touch.
Mhm.
Can I do my sleight of hand at advantage since she might be distracted with the chill touch?
I would allow it. Because you guys are working together in order to create this scene. So, yes.
That's cocked. Okay, that's a 22.
Okay, 22.
I'm so mad right now.
Narratively, it's also pretty. It makes sense.
No, it
Yeah.
does. Like, she's probably really
Yeah.
upset right now, so it makes sense.
So, at first,
And your feelings are valid.
you throw out the spell using Stonky's ring, and it hits her hand, but she holds it, and she just as she's starting to disappear, she smiles. But then chill touch hits her hand, and then you see as Novelle's mage hand comes in and basically smacks it, and those two hits and the ability where she's slightly distracted by your attempt actually
And by
allows
Sunny
her to
yelling that
drop
she
it.
legally has to respond.
The terms and condition have been laid out.
Yeah,
That's the
You
law and
watch-
order.
as just
Dun, dun.
as
Dun, dun.
she's disappearing, she lets go. And you just see this look of shock as she's gone. But Chess is there in the
As
cage.
as
passed
she
out.
fades away, my mage hand flips her off.
I was gonna say I wanted to mage hand flip her off, but I don't think
Do
I have
it.
enough time to cast.
When
You
the
wouldn't have
cage
enough
hits
time.
when
Yeah,
the
that's
cage
what I
hits the
thought.
floor, Sunny would kind of stalk over
Oh,
and grab the top of it and pick it up.
It doesn't hit the floor. My mage hand is holding
Oh,
it.
okay. Well, then I will
Because
still take it from your
snatched
mage hand.
her. My
I don't
Is
know
this
if
what we
it-
were looking for?
Yeah, Sunny, that's it. That's it.
It-
That's
I don't know if
Chess.
it matters. But I just rolled max damage on my chill touch too.
Oh my god!
20!
And she can't heal herself for at least a round because she'll touch you. It
Yeah.
takes away your ability to be healed.
Yep.
Yeah, that definitely explains why she let go and how you were able to steal it. Because that
Robbie's
sudden
like-
shock.
Beth.
Kitty's like,
Oh
what
my
the
God.
fuck? This is not what was
Hey.
supposed to happen.
Meanwhile, I would like to
No,
know.
I'm used to this.
I would like to know exactly how horrified everybody is that Sunny is like poking Chess through the bars of the cage.
I'm gonna
I-
run up to you and smack your hand out of the way. Like, no, stop it.
I take it back. I take the cage back with my mage hand. Like, no.
Like, please don't. Thank you, Sunny. I appreciate your help, but please don't.
And so, for an understanding, she activated this rune. She was disappearing through like a mirror or something, and then the mirror cracks after she disappears.
No. You
Yeah.
actually see on the ground, as you see in the picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, it shows. It's like, wait, because I see different things. You actually see this rune that looks to be a solid, was originally a solid piece of stone
Oh, okay.
with 4 glyphs, and you watched as each of them had something in it flicker and poof, and
Mhm.
then the full rune started to swirl with a kind of glitterish white coloration.
Mhm.
As she started to disappear, that is when you guys did this just before she vanished.
Right.
And actually, if I'm thinking correctly, if you've ever seen Swan Princess when she transforms between the human form and the swan, that animation of the water going up and then coming down is similar to what you've seen
Okay.
here. References. Okay.
I'm like about to
And-
sneeze, but it won't come out. Okay. So,
Oh, I
but
hate that.
I'm sorry. So, the thing didn't crack then,
I would
or
say.
did it crack?
Let me just roll something real fast. It did crack, but it's looks to still be flickering. It's just like kind of.
You can probably glue that together, no problem.
I
I
would
don't
say
know if
looking
we
at a
want
broken monitor that kind of flickers and then goes back to normal, then flickers again. It's functional, but there might be something wrong with it. You don't know.
I mean, we got the thing that we came for, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was asking this because I'm like, there is a temptation to smash it. And smash all these ruins. These runes.
Turn the runes into ruins.
Yeah.
Oh. I guess Janelle is just gonna like try to open the cage. But she doesn't know how to lockpick, and if it's locked, then she don't know what to do. But she's just trying to open it.
Nouvel
What's
just creeps
interesting
up
is
over
there's
your
no
shoulder.
door.
There's
You
no
know-
door.
Could it be
There's
forced
no
open?
door.
I'm gonna like
can
hold the
try.
cage and just turn to Athos and be like, "Break it!" Or no, Sunny, break it.
Oh, okay.
Either of you,
Sunny
both of you.
Yeah, Sunny grabs 2 of the bars and tries to pull them apart.
Yep.
Strength
Okay,
check.
roll me that strength check. If Atos wants to join in,
Yeah, let's grab
You
one
can either-
bar each and just try to pry on each side.
Okay.
Like,
either
the-
you guys can have one person roll with advantage, or both separate rolls.
You can roll with
depending on
advantage,
what you guys
Kelly.
wanna do.
We're gonna have the
Roll
weirdest.
with advantage.
Yeah, we're gonna have the weirdest tug of war with a cage.
That is an 18.
You try and try. It doesn't budge.
Shit, I knew it wasn't gonna be this
I-
easy.
Would
We
like to
should
do
take-
something that is potentially stupid.
Go ahead.
We love those.
I
You say
love it.
this thing is still flickering, right? Like it's still active.
Hmm.
I am going. Nouvel is going to reach into her, reach and chop off a piece of her hair,
Okay.
and she's going to turn this into a token. And then she's going to see if she could throw the token in through the portal. Does it go through?
The same kind of effect occurs and it disappears in
Okay.
that kind of white light, glittering, slightly bluish in tinge.
Now- I would like, so this might be shenanigans too.
Shoot.
I want to read you this thing, and you tell me whether or not it can work in the way that I think it might be able to. It says, Eerie Token Remote Viewing. If you are within 10 miles of the token, you can enter a trance as an action. The trance lasts for 1 minute, but it ends early if you dismiss it. No action required or are incapacitated. During this trance, you could see and hear from the token as if you were located where it is. While you are using your senses at the token's location, you are blinded and deafened in regard to your own surroundings. When the trance ends, the token is harmlessly destroyed. So, I'm thinking I'm like right next to this portal, so technically I would maybe be within 10 miles.
Hmm.
And it doesn't specify same plane of existence.
Mm-hmm.
It does not.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
Sounds
Yeah,
epic
technically.
to me.
What really? So you're trying to see where the token is and what you see.
I want to
right?
see what's on the other side of this portal without us having to go through it.
Okay. So at first, you get a really weird feeling. Like, you're here. Like, it's here in this room.
Mhm.
But at the same time, it's not. And you've never really dealt with anything like this. It's weird. It feels extremely uncomfortable. But the image kind of comes to you. It flickers. And it appears to be a garden. But then you feel like you've been shunted out back into your own senses.
Like something else destroyed my token.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Ooh, which dice aren't fucking me tonight? Let's try you. No, you fucked me too. Perception is gonna be a. That's just a 13.
Okay. Let's see. You would only see a shadowy shape
Mm-hmm.
for a quick second before you see a flash of light, and then it disappears, and you're back into your own senses.
Okay. I think like as I'm doing this, like everyone just sort of like I'm just staring and like from behind it's kind of Blair Witch almost where I'm just like focused on one place just staring at it.
Mhm.
But if you come around and look at me, my eyes are like rolled into the back of my head.
Is she okay?
I don't.
Have I
No.
seen Nouvelle do that before?
Once.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
Have
But-
I seen this
Oh, okay.
before?
I have not done this in front of y'all.
Atos once.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, well, that was rude. There's a garden on the other side of that.
A garden.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's all I saw because I think she destroyed my She destroyed my token.
Oh.
So
Janella,
Yeah. I had a feeling.
I need you to roll me a will save at disadvantage.
Oh fuck. Okay, cool. Give me 1 second to pull up my stats. Okay, great. You said a wisdom save? Okay. That's a 7.
In your head, you hear, "Oh dear Janella, would you be a dear and bring the cat and go through the portal?" And all of you watch as Janella walks to the portal with Chesh in hand, and she vanishes. And that is where we're going to end tonight's episode.
mm,
I was like,
I
okay,
know something you don't.
is she going to fail this, or is she going to succeed?
I wish bolt Janelle.
Well,
Knock me out, please. Please knock me out.
Question, so my question is, Nouvelle was just right by the portal with her token thing, right?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Was she between Janella and the portal?
It's hard because it's like, wait, I haven't told this party, haven't revealed this part of the world or stuff before. Unless you want Roshdi to roll a Arcana check.
I can, but my question was more directed to like,
Would I be
is
blocking the
Janella
way?
going to be able to get to the portal without the hell is her name? Nouvelle, like tackling her or stopping
Well,
her. Or
the scene that I had, it was you guys were actually in the room already, because that is where the cage was, and you guys were looking. That gave you the most room to be able to function. So
To pull off what you tried, yeah.
I think what Glorious is asking is, was I standing literally in Janella's path while I was, because I put my token through the
Okay,
portal, would
let's
I
see.
be standing in Janella's path to, like, at least be, like, make it difficult terrain, for lack of a better term right now?
roll me a. You know, I'm gonna let the dice choose. Roll a d20, because how I was picturing it, the fun of Theater of the Mind. You were there. Where is Sunny? Where did Sunny go? There's Sunny. I found Sunny. It was basically like this, because
Okay.
it was here that it went down. Janella was there because her patron is there, and Rashti was probably most likely either on this side or this side of you, depending.
Okay.
Because she was the one that looked at you and was like, what the hell?
Okay.
And that's kind of the setup that I had in my head.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good with being over here. The Arcana check that you asked for, I got a 19.
I would say with how confused Novelle was, like trying to explain what the situation was, you do remember back home that some witches actually would have their own personal planes, like pocket planes, basically, where they would be able to do their own things and their own experiments without many people being able to screw with you. But there has to be an anchor in the world to make sure that that pocket plane stays okay, if that makes sense.
It does.
I'm not gonna roll because I think this is dope and
Yep.
I kind of want this to happen.
I mean, it's getting late.
Let
for
my
a few
character
of
get
us.
kidnapped.
Yeah, and we come
I mean-
rescue you.
That's right.
I think since it's Janella's character, or since it's Janella at risk, they should have the dice roll.
Oh, I'm cool with that. Honestly, I don't think I could even roll against it because it's
You already
secrets.
rolled against it and you failed.
It's a
yeah,
beautiful
so
narrative
it's all
part.
good. I agreed. I
Yeah.
kind of agreed to this sort of stuff when I was making the character and talking about it with Kitty. So like, I'm cool with it. Emotional damage, amazing.
Yeah. I would like to note, yeah, we did talk about this, and there was certain aspects that are in play, and unfortunately, due to dice rolls, it was just like, oh shit, oh please roll above this. Nope. The dice say no. So, yeah, good storytelling, says the dice, but painful for us. So, anyways,
come through with Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. What were you saying?
No, I'm good.
Oh, come on. Okay. Tell me later. Anyways, thank you for coming to Chapter 7 of Tales of Faerune. And next week is most likely going to be the final of Book 1. Will there be a Book 2? Well, if we can get all our schedules together, then maybe yes.
Scheduling the final boss.
Thank you. Oh, yes. Anyways, you guys get to have the fun and the mysteries and maybe twists. Who knows? With the final boss next week. Anyways, thank you for all coming today. And I'm your lovely GM, Kitty. You can find me at my Twitter at InsaneKitty32. And of course on this channel when I'm either as the GM or as a player, depending. Anyways, yeah, so I'm going to go different this time. So, Witchy, since your character got kidnapped, what do you
Oh,
have to
we're
say?
going to reverse. You're gonna
Yes,
reverse
we're
this.
reversing.
All right. Hi, I'm Witchy. I was playing Janella. You can find me at Witchy981. That's where my Twitter is, and that's pretty much where I hang out. I'm on a podcast called Good Morning Thetis. Our next episodes are being edited right now, and hopefully will be out very soon. And then also new fun thing, I am a manager for the Apex competitive team for Anti-Angels. So if you want to check us out on Twitter, we are also a gaming community for LGBT plus girls, non-binary folks, and we're very cool and inclusive and fun and non-toxic. And if you want to join us, you could find us at Anti-Angels on Twitter, where you'll find the Discord link. And we also stream on Twitch, where I believe they will be streaming the Valorant tryouts. So yeah, check us out. It's really cool and exciting
That's
and
cool.
fun. Thank you.
Okay. Next up is Trieste.
So, I'm Trieste, also known as Blaze of Gloriosa. I normally am a variety streamer on hiatus right now, except for on every other Sunday I'm at D4D&D for Utharian Legends, which is in its second season, and it's a lot of fun. So, that's largely where I am. Follow me on Twitter for whenever I come back from hiatus, and I'll see you there.
Okay. Juice, you're up.
Hi, I'm Juice. No pronouns, just Juice. I have played your alchemist, Harengon Ranger, Ocasio, he, him pronouns. And you can find me on Twitter and Twitch at TheJuiceTM. On Saturday nights, you can find me on Rolling D's 20s as Aurelio Valentin, a Tremere kindred in our Philly by Night Vampire the Masquerade Chronicle, 9 p.m. Eastern. May have already said that. And Rolling D20s is currently on break for our other shows. We'll be coming back soon with another game on our channel. So pay attention to my socials, Rolling D20s socials, to find out more information about when and what game we'll be playing. Thanks.
Okay. Next up is Fair.
Hi, I'm Fair. You can follow me on Twitter at FairBear. God. Tuesday nights at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, you can find me over on Fortnerd.com's channel for Dreadful Tales Arc 2, where I play Akira Stormslayer, your Oath of Glory Paladin. Um, Thursdays, I'm here. Fridays, you can find me over on Chaotic Tiefling ATL, 8 p.m. Eastern for Thirsty Sword Lesbians, where I play Sophia Umbermore, your Nature Witch Baby Gay. And then Saturdays, you can also find me over on Rolling D's 20s for Philly by Night, where I play Katura Baptiste, your Hikata social media influencer. And absolutely check up on the socials because the ideas we have for our upcoming games are fucking dope.
Okay. Next up is Rafiki.
Hi, I'm Rafiki. I manage this channel. I do show here mostly. That's pretty much where you can find me for on Twitch. Other than that, you can find me under Raven Skull Production, where I do music and audio editing and all sort of things like that. Because that's an extra little job that I have on the side. Yeah, that's about it.
And last but not least, Kelly.
Hi, I'm Kelly. I'm mostly known as the Opera Geek for the incredibly difficult to guess reason that I'm an opera singer who is also a geek. You can find me pretty much everywhere fine beverages are sold under the Opera Geek, except on YouTube where someone got it first. You can usually find me Sundays and Tuesdays for definite sure on my channel. We're currently playing through Assassin's Creed Valhalla, having a great old time murdering our way across, England, Ireland, Norway, wherever
catching yourself on fire.
murder is possible. We're not talking about the fire. And yeah, you could check me out on my socials because that's where I post everything. Thank you.
And that is it for tonight's episode. Thank you all for coming, and we will see you next week for the final and the big boss. Let's find out, shall we? Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good
Bye.
night.
Bye.